Who knew I'd be back? It's been a few months. Why am I seeing this on here? Maybe later. Facebook just asked me if I wanted to create a post. Anyway, it's been a while, and I appreciate your patience. I know I'm not alone when I say 2021 brought significant change into our lives. There was a great deal of loss on my end, all the way up until into December. I was destroyed because I actually watched the man that I love pass away from a sudden heart attack. But it really put things in perspective when it came to using oils, because although we shared a life together and he supported what I do, he wanted to use oils when he wanted to use them. And that's the reason why I was calling this essential oils and self-healing, because they don't heal the body. The only thing that can heal the body is your connection with your higher power, your source, your God, and employing things like oils, because they do come from source energy. They are a life force that are given. They are given to us, and they are consistently and have been consistently studied for centuries. I mean, a long, long time. I think the first record that we can go back to is Merck. Merck started extracting alkaloids from the poppy plant, the poppy plant, back in the 17th century. And so we've been studying these chemicals and understanding how they work, and this is how the development of medications have come to be. But the difference between a medication and an oil, and this isn't to say that the oil is better and can take the place of a med. I personally have to take I take an oral chemo, and I pair it with oils so that I get a better effect. And it's benefiting me. I mean, I keep going back for my checkups, and my oncologist keeps giving me the thumbs up. So we're doing good. But that said, it becomes a lifestyle. And that's one of the things that I want to implement. And so I've been gone, like I said, for the last couple of months, dealing with the loss and health issues with other people. And like I said, Steve passed away on December 9th, and I was lucky to be there to be with him. It was sudden. And it's an experience that I've done and I don't want to do again. Anyway, his passing taught me a lot about how we value our body and the things what our intentions versus hope. I guess that's the message that really I wanted to really title this, was intentions versus hope. Because when we have an intention to be healthy, how do I want to explain this? So the intention to be healthy is, we talk about intentions at the beginning of every year anyway, right? So we set an intention and we hope to have to have this particular experience, but it's not in the form sense. It's not like we're intending to buy this new car or to buy this house. Intention is more about how we want to feel at the end of the day or at the end of the year, or how we want to go about experiencing the year. And in this case, when I talk about intentions for health, we're talking about the intention to how we want to feel in our body. It's really how we want to feel in our body. So when we can get grounded in how we want to feel, like vibrant, right? Energetic. What are some other, we want to feel uplifted, right? These are all wellness, ideas of wellness, right? This is how we want to feel. This is our sense of well-being. So this is where we get into. So this is why it's a really great exercise to become clear about how you want to feel in your body. So when we're talking about essential oils, we really want to make sure that we are choosing oils the way, wow. So clearly this is me just getting reacclimated to being live. So the whole idea here is to there's one way to use oils. Many people use oils just for symptoms, and we look at the properties and we select them based on their properties, whether they be for depression, anxiety, pain, and so forth, right? That is one way to use oils. The name of this page is Be Remarkably Healthy, because I really am working with people to develop their sense of well-being and beginning to make choices with essential oils that align with the intention of how they want to feel when they accomplish the result that they're looking for with their oil choices. So a good example is, this is a great example. So lavender is a common one that we use to calm anxiety. Lavender, chemically speaking, acts like estrogen in the body. It does not take the place of estrogen. It acts like estrogen. And with the diversity of our epigenome and the way things are consistently adapting according to what's happening in our world, chemically, emotionally, and so forth, the epigenome is consistently adapting. And that's the beautiful thing. Especially when I study the plants themselves and learning about how certain plants like the Douglas fir and the manuka tree, both of these trees are able to survive in many different habitats for different purposes. So when we realize that these plants are adapting and able to flourish, then you have that aspect of even though they don't have minds, right, there's still that concept of preserving the species is a great way to say it. So it kind of relates into what we want to experience in our own bodies. So going back to the lavender, we want to experience calm. We want to experience less anxiety. We want to just feel good in our body, right? And many people can use lavender and get that feeling. At the same time, you can use Roman chamomile. Okay, so many oils have anti-anxiety properties to them. They're calming and what have you. But if you choose Roman chamomile because your ultimate goal is to be able to sustain, and be able to modulate, regulate your emotions more clearly and feel more connected to yourself and being able to interact more appropriately. Because see, what happens is let me just go back to the Roman chamomile. Sorry. So when we do the Roman chamomile, it also is very calming. It quiets the mind. It helps us to emotionally regulate ourselves. And one of the reasons that happens is because it's been found to actually promote the production of oxytocin, that cuddle hormone. So the oxytocin is also used besides the cuddle hormone and making us feel happy that we're close to someone. It also helps to regulate the physiological and emotional reactions that we have to stress. Oxytocin has far more benefits in the body than something acting like estrogen, and here's why. Estrogen, although we know it to be a reproductive hormone, is also a stress hormone. So if you have a chemical such as lavender, and there's plenty of other chemicals in our environment, including in essential oils, that actually will act like estrogen, what you have happening is it's activating the hormonal system in a way that maybe initial properties do provide you with the benefits you're looking for. Long term, though, of how you want to ultimately feel and have that consistency of a sense of peace and mental clarity and better emotional leadership, wellness, then what you have is your optimal choice is going to be the Roman chamomile, because the long-term effects of the lavender it's going to be cyclical. It's not going to be sustainable. Whereas with Roman chamomile, it now becomes almost sustainable when it becomes a lifestyle. So that said, that's an example of oils that, and what I'm talking about when we're choosing oils based on our intentions. Now, the opposite of that is hope. We can hope to be well and healthy at the end of the year, right? We can hope to, but the difference is, and this is something that I have to tell you, and this is one of the reasons why I went live today, is because on my way back out from town. I was in Santa Fe and I came back out. It did. So oddly enough, I had this thought that hope, I remembered something that was said to me back in 2004. And I remember that because I had been going through my coach training program, and my mentor and still good friend informed me that hope, and he actually told the whole program that hope is an empty concept. That's how he defined it. And I keep seeing hope everywhere. And I even, kind of resisted using the word hope when I read an email. I hope this finds you well. But then it hit me today what he meant by that. I mean, that is a long a hell of a long time to finally all of a sudden have something go click. But in this case, the reason it's considered an empty concept, because like if I hope for something, I'm hoping someone's having a good day. I can't feel into their day, right? I don't know how their day is going, so I can hope for them. But in the case of hoping for me, I can feel into how I want to experience my life through this year. And the difference is when you're hoping that you end the year in a healthy way, that you can be healthier in 10 months from now than you are today. If you can hope, when we can hope for that, but hope negates our choices. It leaves that space of doubt, like, well, I hope I can achieve that, but I don't know if I can, kind of thing, right? However, when we get into that space of I'm feeling vibrant, I'm feeling energetic, I'm feeling playful, I'm feeling, when we can get into that I am and then attach that ing word to it, you can now, and you practice it, you write it out in the morning in your journals. And I know this sounds crazy because I'm supposed to be talking about essential oils, or I am the essential oil expert. That is what I claim. I've been claiming it on Instagram as well as in Clubhouse, and that's part of the reason why I haven't been on here, because I've been doing a lot of talking and teaching on Clubhouse. In fact, I'm leading a room tomorrow on multidimensional healing with essential oils, and I'm going to get more into about those trees that I was talking about, right? We're going to be talking about that. And then next week I have a master class. I think it starts on Tuesday. It's 3:00 Eastern, be 1:00 Mountain, be noon Pacific. And that's going to be for 5 days. And it's an essential oil master class. And I can certainly give you the link for that as well. Comment below if that's something that if you'd like to get on the waiting list, because the person who's designing the registration page hasn't given me the link yet, but I would love to send that to you. So comment below and I will definitely make sure that you get that link so that you get onto the waiting list. But that said, that's part of the reason why I haven't been on here. And at the same time, I have now claimed essential oil expert. So why am I talking about journaling and intentions versus hope? Because when we choose oils based on the properties for symptom relief, whether it be depression again, or anxiety, or a rash, or pain, when you keep choosing them from that level and you're owning, and this is why with Steve, it was such a big deal for me, because although he was very supportive, it was very difficult for him to get into the groove of using them every day. And he just wanted to use them like if he had a cough, or if he had a pain in his hip. It was more of, an as needed, PRN, if you're in the medical field. So, as needed. And my stance is it's got to be a lifestyle. Hence, I've gone from synergessence. I mean, I've been playing with all these words and names. Be Remarkably Healthy is the umbrella for Revolutionary Aromatherapy. And that is what I'm going by now. So I'm the essential oil expert, the founder of Revolutionary Aromatherapy. This is based on 30 plus years. Mind you, my career did start in pharmacology, so there is a science to this. This is not just winging it out there and just kind of like making stuff up as I go. This is for real, very, very science backed, and that's what you're going to get in the masterclass. That's what you're actually getting here. That's the reason why I told you that Roman chamomile and lavender, how they actually influence the body, and this is the magnitude of revolutionary aromatherapy, when we can learn how to do this for ourselves, because there isn't anywhere else out there that's teaching us this. And that's my mission, is to teach you this. And that's what I've been doing on Clubhouse. And that's where I found my voice. I have to admit, I did find my voice over there. and I've met some amazing people, and I really want to bring that to you. So I will also put the link to that room for Clubhouse in the description so that you can join us over there. By the way, I have started a community on Discord, just because I don't like the idea of something going down, like Facebook and Instagram and WhatsApp all went down not too long ago, and being able to communicate with one another is important. So I've just launched a Discord community and for reinventing the body. If that's something you'd like to be a part of, and it is about this mindset shift. It's about learning how to choose oils that align with your intentions, about really getting really connecting to your intentions, and therefore now beginning to make selections that are based on your body's specific needs. Because again, remember that there's an assortment of oils that are good for anxiety, or help with pain, help with depression, help with digestion. There's an assortment, but what is going on in your body is unique to you. I read something earlier today that somebody was talking about art, creating art, and everybody has their own style, just like we have, the way we, it's just a unique expression. And nature is a very unique expression, and you are nature. And so by understanding your body's unique expression in response to what's happening around it and what's being, and what's coming into the system, you can utilize essential oils that will promote a better response by your body, immune-wise, hormonally, and so forth. And so that is the goal of Revolutionary Aromatherapy, is to actually teach you more specifically. It's the mission. It's the mission to teach you everything that I've learned and will continue to learn, because it's an ongoing process. And that's really what this is all about. So I just wanted to hop on here. And so that is the difference between, oh, by the way, before I forget, essential oils for self-healing. So I want to finish off with this because I want to address what that actually means. So as I said in the beginning, the only thing that heals the body is the body itself. It's wired to heal itself. But currently, the cultural mindset is of survival. And if you look at the body and how much dis-ease we have, keep in mind, dis means lack. So we have lack of ease. And think about how many people are emotionally distressed. That's just the beginning, right, of lack of ease. And then the body follows the mind. That's a very important component to remember. Gosh, there's so many links. I just wrote a piece called The Harmony of Health. I'll share that with you as well. But the body follows the mind. So wellness, your health really starts with wellness. Wellness precedes health. I've said it before, but it's how we are being able to self-regulate. But if we're not self-regulating to the degree where we are consistently reacting to our own emotions and our interpretations of our thoughts and what other people are saying to us and what we're hearing out there, if we're consistently in that mode, we're in survival mode. And the body's constantly needing attention, attention, attention. And it's all designed to help you, to bring attention, to call your attention, to bring you in, to pay attention. That's what this is all for. And yet when you incorporate oil, and so when you're using oils as a remedy, as needed remedy, you're continuing that survival mechanism because you're only using it, and the body keeps going. It's a circle jerk, and that's what I watched with Steve, and I've watched it with other people. It's not only him. Please understand. I'm not picking on him. It's just the freshest, and massive coronary, high blood pressure. I mean, it was just, yeah. It was hard. And again, so that's the reason why it's the freshest example, but I've seen this consistently. Another person I was taking care of last year, kind of along the same lines, just wanted to use them because they like the idea of having natural remedies around. And at the same time, they weren't utilizing them as a lifestyle. And it was the body was just remained in survival mode. However, when we incorporate them as a lifestyle, and we are clear in how we want to feel in our body on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, and we're clear on our intentions of how we want to be 5 years from now, you can begin to make choices that are in alignment with that. And now you are promoting the self-healing. Again, they activate, and for anyone who's come in late and or watching this and at another time, or you haven't heard me speak before, essential oils, again, are made up of constituents that science has been studying for hundreds and hundreds of years. They understand how these chemicals work in the body, and they turn them into medications. This is where drug development comes. As I said, my career started in pharmacology. And the fact is that they recognize the fact that certain constituents actually influence DNA activity. They communicate via the acetylation and phosphorylation pathways, which is how the DNA is able to know what's happening. It's how it communicates with the body. And there are certain constituents that actually can pass through those pathways and notify the body that you're good. You know, they got you covered. And it works with the DNA. This is highly possible. There's ways to use oils that promote the production of telomerase, which is the enzyme required for protecting the telomeres at the end of your DNA strand. Because the science is showing that a cell, or I should say not the cell, I'm sorry, the DNA and the telomeres actually have a lifespan of 120 years. But it's where our children are being born with shorter telomeres. And like I said, the telomerase, which is a protein, and this diminishes. The telomeres become shortened just through life. Every cell reproduction, it becomes smaller and smaller. But stress will quicken the shrinking of it, the wearing away, the wear and tear is another way to say it. This stressors and our reactions to stressors, more specifically, will wear away at those telomeres. What the problem is that we're not producing the telomerase. And like I said, telomerase is an enzyme, and the body produces enzymes via the breakdown of your macronutrients, more specifically your proteins. But when the body is in chronic stress mode, when it's going 24/7 and you're in that survival state like we were talking about, you're not breaking down your macronutrients properly. And you can actually use oils to promote that. You can actually use oils that will actually begin to facilitate a better breakdown of macronutrients. Therein lies the ability to better use the amino acids that come from the protein to produce enzymes that provide a more sustainable quality of health and wellness. So I'm going to leave it at that, and just know that I appreciate it. I'm glad to be back on here. Like I said, I have the masterclass beginning next Tuesday, and I'm going to put all those links that if I can remember to put them all in. I'll just review the video to put them all in. But that said, please make sure to comment below if you'd like to get on the waiting list to receive the link to register. And I'm going to make a commitment to you to be on here, to come on live once a week. And I'm trying to think. Thursdays are my busiest day on Clubhouse, but maybe we could do Fridays. Maybe think about Fridays. Fridays might be a good day. So, we'll do Fridays. Maybe I'll pop back in on Friday this week. No, I think I'm going to wait till next week. I'll start, because I'm here today. I'll wait until next Friday. So the next time you'll see me will be, the 22nd of January. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I know that I haven't been around, and I, please request I request your forgiveness. So, and just, thank you. I am excited for all of this to come, to come forward and to come through me. Thy will be done. And here I am to gift this, to give this to you, because it's time that we have the ability to be well. All right. Thank you, and I will see you soon.